What's happening, sports fans? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good Friday to you. And you see the smile on Nick Wright's face here? He's smiling because he just got an extension. We're going to talk about that in this segment. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that follow button. After the fallout and the departure of Skip Bayless, most people were wondering, well, who's going to be the face of their sports talk shows over there? Will it be Nick Wright or will it be Colin Cowherd? Well, Front Office Sports is reporting that the FS1 execs have signed Nick Wright to a contract extension to make him the future of the network for years to come. Now, the 40-year-old co-host has been with FS1 for a few years. He actually started First Things First with NFL Hall of Famer Chris Carter. I remember when it first came on air. That lasted a year. Chris Carter would eventually depart, and then they would kind of do this shuffling thing with First Things First. Well, now Nick Wright is kind of the face between he and Colin Cowherd. And oh, by the way, Colin Cowherd contract is up in 2025, and there's rumblings that maybe he will be heading back to ESPN. But of all the reports I've seen, he's going to be an attractive, people's going to be looking to bring Colin Cowherd on. But he has his own thing called The Volume, his own network, which actually he has signed Shannon Sharp, and his club Shay Shay is signed to Colin Cowherd's The Volume. But back to Nick Wright. First Things First has moved. If you didn't know, they are now in the afternoon time slot at 3 p.m. According to Front Office Sports again, 2023 has been their best viewership in the last couple of years. Matter of fact, viewership is up 53%. I guess I can see that. They're not no longer going head to head with First Take on ESPN. They're in that 3 p.m. slot, and he and Kevin Wildes and Chris Broussard are making it happen. Personally speaking, I wasn't watching First Things First when it was in the morning, nor was I watch it now, because quite frankly, Nick Wright is not my cup of tea. I mean, some people like him. I think he's too much of a fanboy. No, I don't want to say fanboy. I think he lets his fandom be known, which a lot of these on-air sports opinionists do that. We know he's a big LeBron supporter, and that's fine. But I think we don't have to know that. He's also a big Chiefs fan. He's from Kansas City. I get it. I'm from Milwaukee, born there. I'm a Packers fan. I get it. But I try not to let my own Packers fandom come into play. But Nick Wright has carved himself out a really nice career. Again, he's got Kevin Wildes and NBA veteran reporter Chris Broussard, who's now on there pretty much full time after he left The Odd Couple. He decided to step down just because he was doing too much. But again, Nick Wright, he's definitely become the face of this network. He's got a little clout too. He was the one that brought on Danny Parkins, which is one of his close friends. He brought him on from the Chicago radio world, and he's on their new program called Breakfast Ball. So he's been able to impress the FS1 execs enough to give him this contract extension. Again, no one knows what's going to be next for Colin Cowherd, so they're putting their bank and all their money on Nick Wright. Now, I did read one comment from a watcher from X, and they like Nick Wright, and this is what this commenter said. He said he is probably their biggest show star at the moment. Like or hate him, he is always raw. You might not like his takes, but he uses stats to prove his point, and I respect it. Again, that's from a commenter on X, formerly known as Twitter, talking about Nick Wright. Again, Nick Wright is not my guy. He's not. I don't think he's watchable, but that's just me. It's not my cup of tea. But again, I ain't mad at nobody that can get that bag. And salute to Nick Wright for getting that contract extension. So I'd like to know what you guys think about Nick Wright possibly being the face of FS1 if they don't re-sign Colin Cowherd. Talk to me in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that follow button. I am Kendrick, the sports guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out.